It's actually really simple. It's right down our alley.
You think it's simple?
Well, I'm not going to be cooking it.
Brothers Bistro. Recipes so simple, even a dude can make it.
Hi, I'm Skinny Ken.
I'm Musclehead Ken,
And we're the Klar Brothers. Welcome to Brothers Bistro.
Wow, what do we got in store tonight?
Oh man, I'm telling you, you are not going to believe yourself.
3 first, I heard.
3 first. Yes, 3 first. First, we want to introduce you to our guest chef, Steph. Say that 3 times fast.
Yes, she's here.
She's going to walk us through how to cook her special recipe.
She really knows how to cook.
Yeah.
Unlike us. So we're going to learn from
We're
her.
expecting to learn a lot tonight.
We've never cooked with Zoodles.
Right?
We've never cooked scallops.
Yeah.
Scallops?
Yeah.
And we've never...
Not leeches, scallops.
My bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we got Stephanie on board today. We're gonna cook Stephanie's scallops and zoodles.
Right?
Yep.
I'm excited.
Say that real fast.
Exactly. Thank you so much for bringing your famous recipe. Walk us through what we got here.
Okay, so we have some Italian seasoning, about a tablespoon, about a tablespoon and a half of olive oil, small bunch of basil, tablespoon of fresh garlic here and here, and 2 tablespoons of real butter. And then we're gonna cut up these sun-dried tomatoes, which we drained the oil off of. So it'll be about 1.5 cups of sun-dried tomatoes. We have our zucchini noodles, scallops, and some salt and pepper.
All right, so let us ask you a couple of questions,
Okay.
if it's okay? Because we're new to this whole thing. So where do you find the sun-dried tomatoes in the grocery store?
Produce department. Usually you can get them in a bag where they're just dry, or they'll be in jars and they have some olive oil in them.
But in with the vegetable produce, like in the produce section.
Yep,
Okay.
it's in the produce section. Usually you see the tomatoes, it's underneath like on a shelf. But yeah, we strained them and got all the oil off of them, so we'll cut those out.
Okay, how about the basil?
We just pulled it off of this cute little plant here.
And how do you do? You just pinch it off?
Just pull a couple leaves, that's it. And then we have our basil and we'll cut that up, you know, in little strips.
But we went right to the butcher
Yes.
area, and
Yep.
man, these look amazing.
You want nice, big, thick scallops for this. You don't want to use the little itty bitty ones. These are going to have a little more flavor. They're going to taste better.
How many scallops per serving?
5 scallops per serving.
Okay. And roughly we would say that'd be about 8 ounces, 7 ounces, something like that, right?
Around there, yeah.
We're ready to start chopping and slicing. So Chef Steph, walk us through it. Act like we don't know anything, because that's in fact the case.
So you're going to take your sun-dried tomatoes.
Yeah, I got one right here.
And you're going to julienne them. So like in little slices. Perfect.
Wow.
And then the easiest way to cut basil is you kind of lay out the leaves here.
Yeah. You stack them.
You stack them. And it doesn't matter the sizes, you know. And then you roll them up.
Wow, fancy.
And then you cut them like this.
That, you know, that could be a hot tip. But
That's the easiest way to cut basil.
okay. Otherwise, you're bound to get your
She's
finger.
got this whole rolling motion going on that I don't know anything about, but I'm gonna try. Okay, and do we keep the stems?
You want a cutting tip?
Yes.
So when you get to the end, if you rest your knuckles, you won't cut your fingers.
Oh, that's why I've cut my fingers.
Yes.
And you're keeping the stems in there too. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. I cut up the stems, everything, and we just put it back in the ramekin, and we'll throw it into the zoodles when they're ready. So we're gonna prep the zucchini noodles. They come in a bag, frozen. I usually defrost them on the counter the day I'm gonna use them. They're usually pretty wet, so we lay them on some paper towels. You can see the paper towels are pretty wet. I can wring them out. And the easiest way is put them on a big thick layer and just push down. So you guys are gonna push down. You'll feel the water coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Mine over here are
that's
pretty
like
dry.
soup.
Yeah.
Yours is still wet, right?
Yeah, so that's the easiest way. Or if you don't do something like this, they get really mushy when they cook. So you don't want mushy zucchini noodles. You can even roll them up like this and wring them out in the sink.
All right, show me this zoodle wringing you're doing. Holy cow!
Yeah, a lot of water comes out, and we don't want that.
It's not your
in our
tears.
zoodles.
This is water. You usually cry when we have you do this kind of
Yes.
stuff.
So it's important to wring them out, or else you're gonna get mush zoodles.
Okay.
Yeah, so that
Is that enough?
That should be good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've got the zoodles wrung out,
Yep.
and now we're prepping to go into the pan with the different stuff, right?
Well, we're gonna let those sit for a minute, and we're gonna start the scallops, because the zoodles were cooked really, really fast, and we don't want to overcook them, because then again they turn into mush. We have our scallops ready. Our pan, we're gonna put some butter in here, the 2 tablespoons of butter.
You're gonna need a
Yes, I need a spoon.
spatula spoon or something. Okay.
Just give me like a regular spoon. Yeah. And we're gonna put the garlic in here.
Okay. And you're getting that
Yep.
melted and then mixed and kind of fragrant? Is that what
Yes, we're gonna get it nice and melted. And then I'll show you how we're gonna put the scallops in here so they cook nice and even.
Okay.
Yeah.
That looks pretty yummy already.
Yeah, we want the butter to
Can
kind
you
of
smell it, Ken? Look, see, she does what I do, huh?
Yeah.
Ken always gives me crap.
swirl it around. Yeah, we can also start the zoodles by putting the olive oil and garlic in here.
Did you hear that joke about the women that tell 2 different types of women? They test pans. One of them tests
Yes.
it this way and the other one tests it this way.
I swear I test mine this way. Be careful, that's hot.
Okay, Ken, the olive oil is going in.
You want to put the olive oil?
yeah.
She's trying to help.
And the
She's trying to
garlic?
show you what to do.
Put the garlic in there.
Okay.
And once that starts to sizzle a little bit, we'll throw the sun-dried tomatoes in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this is getting nice.
So then
and
we're looking at
melty.
going back over to our
Yes.
scallions and our garlic.
You want to cook your scallops in butter.
Scallops.
And this is a healthy fat because we're using real butter. So I usually just take the scallops and lay them in the pan. You can,
Wow, look at that. She makes
and then
them
we'll
all pretty.
season them up.
Oh, okay.
We'll season because we want them to cook evenly. So
All right. And what do you season them with?
we're gonna season them with a little bit of salt and pepper
Okay.
because they have plenty of garlic already. Usually we don't want to crowd the pan too much, but I think it'll be fine.
Pan's a
if we
little
put them all
small.
in here. Yeah.
We could have used a bigger pan, maybe.
That's okay. So yeah, you want to just sprinkle some salt and pepper on this?
Ken,
On
comes
this?
into
Go
this
for
one.
it. Yeah.
Not too much.
Oh, yeah. Just a little bit.
You might be
Yeah.
pinching it out. We're gonna have a glob.
We probably want a little more than that. Sorry. But
Okay.
Your pinch.
I have scallop ooze on my hand.
Okay.
Yeah, and then a pinch of salt. Just make sure it gets all the
So
way
then
around.
I hear our other pan out here sizzling. Do you hear it? I smell
Yes.
it.
So we're gonna add the sun-dried tomatoes.
Okay. Ken, let's add the sun-dried
Wow.
tomatoes.
And we're gonna saute those with the garlic. We should have like another spatula.
Yeah. Ken's got
Here.
one right next to him.
Yeah, use the spatula. To know scallops are done, they look a little opaque.
Okay.
So you'll see that they'll change a little bit of color.
All right.
But yeah, we're gonna let them cook on this side for a couple minutes and then we'll flip them.
Is the heat is good? That's I mean it's up
Yeah,
pretty fairly
it's
high.
on high, which is fine. We kind of like the butter to caramelize a little bit.
Oh,
on them.
okay.
So yeah.
Because now
Yep.
it's really on high.
I
can see
usually
the
make
flame down
mine
there.
in a cast iron skillet because you get the caramelization a little more on cast iron.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Ken?
How we doing
Ken's
over
doing
here?
his-
That looks good. Okay, so we don't want to add the zoodles yet. We're just going to keep that on low and let that simmer
Okay.
until we're ready to do the rest with the zoodles.
All
Because
right.
we want this to be done first, pretty much.
Yes, we want the scallops to be done first, but they're cooking pretty fast.
Yeah,
So
they
you
are.
see the difference as it's getting a little like brownish. That means so you can see
Oh,
where
yeah,
it's
sure,
cooking.
sure. Uh-huh.
So we might flip these a couple times, but usually the smaller ones like this guy, it's cooking pretty quick.
I see.
So yeah, we
And
just
you can
want,
actually see on the side how far it's cooked through.
But no
Yeah.
seasoning on the second side.
nah,
We'll just
usually
flip it,
don't,
'cause
because
we
it's a
want to-
garlic butter, so it's got plenty of seasoning in
Okay.
there. Yeah. So yeah, we just flip them. We have our sun-dried tomatoes and garlic, just kind of sitting on low because the zoodles are gonna go in last.
Okay.
Because they cook the fastest. So we're just letting this kind of marinate a little bit, and then once the scallops are done, we'll throw the zoodles in with the fresh basil, Italian seasoning, and a little bit of salt and pepper.
This is the easiest meal we've ever done.
You're not doing any of the work.
I know, that's what's awesome.
So look at the zoodles. See how they're not wet, like super wet?
Uh-huh.
They're just a little sticky, and that's how you want them once you start to cook them. So we're gonna pop these in here.
So we've turned the heat up on the
Yeah,
pan to
turn
get
the
it
heat
kind
up
of
a
going
little
again.
bit.
So now she's going
Yeah.
in the pan with the zoodles. And it
we're
cooks
gonna-
pretty fast.
we're
Oh,
gonna
she's
take
adding
the
in.
Italian seasoning,
She's adding in the seasoning. Okay.
and we're gonna add the fresh basil.
Okay. Added in the
All
fresh
right.
basil.
And then we're gonna do
A little salt and a
a
little
little
pepper on.
pinch of salt, and then some pepper.
Nice.
There. And this, you know, the zucchini noodles, I just usually kind of mix everything in as it cooks. Sometimes I'll even add a little more olive oil, but I don't think we'll need it. I think, and you see the zucchini.
Is it brown?
No, it just gets warmed up, and the
Okay.
sun-dried tomatoes give it that nice, yummy flavor. So
Because otherwise it's not much flavor.
zucchini does not have flavor to it, so it's more of a texture. So you get this going, and we'll just let this cook a little bit and get nice and hot, and then we're ready to plate our
Okay.
scallops, which are done. You want to get a shot of those.
Ooh.
So now we're ready to plate. So we've got our zucchini noodles done with our sun-dried tomatoes, and the scallops, and everything smells so good.
This is my plate.
Yeah. So we're gonna take some zucchini noodles. You can see they're very much like spaghetti, right?
yeah,
we want to
yeah,
get
Yeah.
a little bit here. That's
I
some
like
of
all
that
the colors.
sun-dried tomato.
And I was surprised by it was 4 packets of Zoodles.
Yes.
And that's all it is. So
You
it
should-
shrunk a lot. And the
Yes.
scallops, remember, they were crowded the pan, and now
Yeah.
there's plenty of room. So.
And so with your Zoodles, just assume 1 pack is for 1 person.
Right.
So, and this, look at, well, I'm using the tongs, but you know, the scallops are very buttery. So,
Right.
so 5 little scallops,
Nice.
and you got it.
Nice.
Wow.
Who wants to taste it first? Cut into your scallop and then get a little zucchini noodle with some sun-dried tomato.
Okay.
Yeah. Get a little bit of that. You're gonna see it's like spaghetti, so you might have to twirl it like spaghetti.
Okay. Look at that. All right, you ready, buddy?
There you go.
Mmm.
Hey, you got noodle hanging out of your mouth.
It's good, right?
Wow.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So you just kind of swirl and
Not fishy at all.
No, not fishy, and the zoodles don't really taste except the tomato and the butter.
Yeah.
Pretty
it was
good,
awesome. She
right?
said sometimes she uses cherry tomatoes and you cut them in half and they'll blister up. And
we use sun-dried this time, and it's delicious.
it was like she said half a jar. So, but you could have more if you want more of a tomato
Yeah.
flavor. It's just
Yeah.
so good.
And the total cook time, I mean, we're obviously recording, but it was probably 20 minutes.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.
quick and easy. I don't cook anything that takes a long time.
Nice. Well, we're going to have Chef Steph back here and show us some more of her magic. But if you get a chance to try this, let us know in the comments
Yeah.
or send us an email. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we can share our healthy recipes with you if you want. You know, periodically we come out with some healthy recipes that we just send out to people just because they want to have them. So we've got some nice little, what do they call those things? The cards, the recipe cards?
Yeah, that's what they call them, recipe cards.
All right, well.
Klar Brothers Bistro.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, it was super fun.
Did you like it?
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
Very yummy.